All right, welcome to Red Mountain. Let's go look at some grapes. Well, we're standing here in the Merlot block. It's the bottom of Red Mountain, really the very bottom. I'll show you guys where we were last week, but this week we're down here looking at the Merlot. We're gonna dart around a little, go check out a couple other blocks. I'll be honest, I've tried to use this GoPro now like 4 times, and I've been successful once, so. Watch out, Francis Ford Coppola, I'm coming. Yeah, so see, this is kind of like not what we want to see, but I'm sure they'll just skip past this, or we'll wind up with very little of it. Yeah, you can see it, there's a little dove over there. I think it might be too big. Need to up my birding skills. Well, you know what, for as short as these guys are, the grapes are still looking pretty healthy. Honestly, as long as the canopy to crop load is balanced, it's not going to be a bad situation. They turn out just fine. Nice to taste the juice. Start tasting the juice here as we get past Verasion. So you grab a little berry for you, then you just boop, shoots out at you. Not really ready to taste the skins just yet, especially because you never know what they've been doing in here. But that's our Merlot. Now this is a bit weird because this is a biking path. I'm pretty sure we're gonna just drive right over. This appears to be what everyone does. And then we can just drive right into here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. To try and to be gentle on their roads. Alright, so let's pop out and have a look. Alright, so this is the kind of eastern side of Red Mountain. You can kind of see where it ends over there. It goes a little further than this, but this is the farthest east block, kind of at this point on the hill. And ooh, yeah, look at all that Verasion. Interesting. Malbec might be the one to watch. You know, healthy leaves, big old clusters. Malbec is happy this year. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make some dedicated Malbecs this year. But we already kind of have a plan. So I think we'll stick with it for now. A little honeydew, but you know, less than I've seen other places. It's already starting to warm up. It was 50 degrees this morning at, 6:37, whatever. Which felt a little cold for this time of year, but It's not really that unusual. We're semi-arid out here, so we get, you know, warmer days, cooler nights, but 50's pretty low for August. I come all the way past these Fidelitas signs. Well, I think we'll be right in the middle of Fidelitas, but again, it's nice to see more parts of the vineyards. See how the whole thing's kind of doing. Today is just about vineyard health and kind of seeing how things are progressing. If you're watching my camera kind of bob around, it's because we're trying to look at a little bit of everything, you know. We can see the irrigation's on, we can see the trunk health, you know, you see little suckers coming up the trunks, but not a lot, not too much. And we're looking at the cordons, which are these sort of horizontal parts, and then the shoots themselves, canes, canopy, all the way up to the tippity tips to see if there's any tendrils. See, that's interesting. So sometimes they take a new shoot up because they're worried about the cordon not being good, so they'll just bring another one up. But this looks healthy. This looks unnecessary. Interesting. So you may leave suckers on occasion, intentionally. Little spider web to the face. Let's just go for a pretty drive. Classic wind machine. Wind machines are really helpful for cold air. I know it sounds silly, a big fan of the vineyard for cold air, but that's what they're for. They mix up what's called an inversion layer, so cold air can get actually trapped under hot air. I know that, well, that's obvious. Cold air sinks, right? Hot air rises, but then the hot air gets trapped under a layer of cold. So you kind of have cold, hot, cold as that cold air pushes down on top of the hot air. At any rate, that's all happening above the grapes, right? Right down by the ground is going to be cold. And by stirring the air up, you mix up that inversion layer and you get a little, a few extra degrees of warmth on the vines, which can be all you need. Sometimes you just need a little extra warmth. And Quintessence comes all the way up here. This is actually our grape receival site up here. I'll take you there another day. It's usually prettier because there's usually less smoke. But it's Benton City up there with the water tower. It's kind of the closest town. Oh, another bicyclette. Maybe we can get away with a wave at this guy. No, he's on a mission. I don't blame him. Right. This is Sunset here. This is the other kind of main thoroughfare. You can see a lot of wineries are on this road. In fact, we're gonna basically go through a winery and some private property to get to the vineyard we need to get to. Here's Fidelitas. We were just looking at their grapes. Alright, so we were kind of towards the eastern side of Red Mountain earlier. Now we're on the far western side. at this bushy bastard. Did you just miss getting put up? And then a dead vine. Huh. Oh, we still have some green tendies. What over here? Oh, that one's burned off. So, interesting. Yeah, I suppose it's a good thing I'm not finding a lot of insects out here, but it'd be fun to show you guys some. Yeah. Little sun damage. Honestly surprising this year with all this smoke, but I guess it wasn't always smoky out here. It's just a loose trash bag. Yes, it is. A little weedier. Interesting. I'd say there's less veraison in areas. Alright, we got a little bit of time. I think we'll drive back up over Antinori Road. We'll just pop in, take a quick look at Cab 21. We'll just walk right up 80 a little bit. Just want to look at the veraison. We were like a handful of berries last week in this block, and then yeah, now we're a lot further along. Cool. Right, so a thing we could do too is estimate the amount of veraison. You know, I mean, if you look, you just kind of take a random cluster and go, well, it's mostly veraison. So, what, 75% ish? Maybe higher? And we'll just take another random cluster. Well, there's no cluster there. That one's green. So we'll take another random cluster. At least 75%, maybe more, 80. Cool. Cool. And this one was a little behind block 21. So we know block 21 is even more, probably 90% veraison. And I'd say the Malbec was the most veraison we've seen today. So I would put block 21, Malbec, block 24. Cab Franc wasn't super. Yeah, Cab Franc's behind. Petit Verdot's kind of behind. And Merlot's behind. So those are three are a little bit more behind. But Cab Franc we might want earlier anyways. So, cool. Well, how was our time here in the vineyard? Really appreciate y'all coming and checking it out with me. We had fun. We'll have more updates in the future. All right, bye.